Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's finals time, as the one and only Keegan Ivey would say, huh? Or Keegan Ives would say, huh?
It's cricket time.
It's cricket time.
And it absolutely is cricket time. We got two great competitors here. Jim Fitzsimmons, local guy, local thrower, and
Maine.
a fantastic dart player.
Maine, but still kind of local.
All right.
Yeah,
East
still
Coast.
local-ish.
And taking on, of course, the other local-ish guy, Joey Lynaugh. The silent but deadly is what I'll go with since Dave's here.
Yeah, I did want to go ahead and mention that, Jim's actually near Lewiston. So a lot of these Maine folks that came down this weekend are from that neck of the woods, actually. So good to see a lot of those Maine Strong jerseys this weekend. A lot of support for that. So
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of these Maine guys lost a couple friends for sure. I know that there was a couple dart players that were involved in that. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's heartbreaks for that community, and you never want something like that to happen, but especially close. And thoughts and prayers with everyone involved in that situation. Just terrible. Yep. Another terrible tragedy.
When will it end? All right.
Happens way too often here.
Let's get on to this finals match. It should be an appetizing one. First to three legs, Jim Fitzsimmons, Joey Lynaugh. Both have played extremely well today.
Yeah, Joey had to win three legs on the spin against the very talented youth Ethan DeVera. So I was going to say DeVries for some reason, which was not right. And, he had to throw really well and able to do it.
Yep.
And here we go. Finds himself in the finals. First to three legs. So it's the same format as the semifinals.
Both women's matches are tied up 1-1 in our semifinal.
Did the women's play the same format? Is it race to three now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So Joey Lynaugh defeated David Fathom. Jim Fitzsimmons beat Kevin Luke in the top 16. Fitzsimmons beat Matt Arpin 2-0, and Joey defeating Stephen Krikorian.
Steve Krikorian.
Krikorian. Yeah, very interesting flag that he has flying for him. And top 32, Justin Landcraft is who Jim Fitzsimmons beat, and Joey defeated Jason Dagnall.
Look at this from Jim.
Big darts. Yep, and takes out leg number 1 right there.
4-0. That's a tasty average. Fun fact, Jim didn't even think he was going to be here this weekend.
That's crazy. And he's here, and he's making it work. See, both of them are in the 25 there, still in the 25. Joey says, leave that because I'll kiss it off of it. And he does. Gets the bull, so Joey Lynaugh will start leg number 2.
Great. You're welcome.
Joey Lynaugh had 3 rounds of 9 in the last match, 2 in 1 leg.
So, is Stowe Bunce's new nickname Neon Nightmare now?
I like it. I like either the kaleidoscope of color
you don't get
or
it?
the Neon Nightmare.
Oh, I absolutely love it.
I do too.
I think that's a phenomenal nickname that they gave him there. I know he was searching for one. I think Shot Darts just put out a question about that. So maybe nonchalantly Dan Dawson just gave him it.
Yep. The Neon Nightmare.
Oh, fantastic.
The more I say it, the more I like it,
Yep. It's definitely a good one. Speaking of, did you know Dan Dawson does the commentary for Tag?
No. Ultimate Tag?
He does the chase tag, like the ultimate tag? Yeah.
That's awesome.
So if you're on ESPN and you're watching tag, listen to the commentary. It's Dan Dawson. It is Dan Dawson.
They brought in a British guy to do commentary for Ultimate Tag.
So you know that's 100% remote.
Well, of course.
Kind of crazy.
Jim takes out the 20s.
Stumbled upon that one. Kind of cool.
That's hilarious. So here we are. This is the finals of the men's cricket here at the 35th Annual Seacoast Open. The last two events of the weekend are this one and the ladies' singles cricket, which is right now in the semifinals or quarterfinals.
Yes, semifinals, both of them. And they actually played some significant catch-up. I mean, to really think of what they did here was pretty impressive because they were in the top 16 for mostly all the brackets except for one match, which was in the top 64, and it finished a little bit later. And, man, they really kicked in gear here.
Well, Joey has completely blocked himself on the 18s, and now it's even more blocked on the 18s. Yeah, that was just impossible for him to get through there. I might have just insured a couple of singles, but I get why he was aggressive on the triple. And a reminder, this is exactly where Joey wants to be. Possibly down 2-0 so he can come back again.
Exactly where he wants to be, huh?
It's not ideal play for anyone but Joey Lynaugh.
Well, I can tell you Jim Fitzsimmons is kind of thinking, what's going on right now? Because he's really playing well.
And he's playing with one leg. You can see he's not even really planting with his back foot. No. With the boot on his foot. It's better than having the boot on the plant leg, though.
Let's actually see. We may be able to get a shot of that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The old Maloney double fails again.
Wow. Okay, so interesting, very interesting. We'll check this out here in just a second.
Yep.
You can barely see it, but he's not even putting any pressure on it. He's actually lifting it up more than anything.
Great darts there from Jim. Good 7 mark. Gets a big point lead. Closes out the 15s. And Joey just all around the bull, but not in the bull. So Jim to go up 2-0.
Needing the 3. He'll get it here. He'll get it here. Oh.
And he jinxed him.
The old commentator's jinx.
Happens to the best of us and to the worst of us. Joey nonchalantly throws in a double bull.
Let's do this one.
1 bull needed. There it is. That's a 2-0 lead now for Jim Fitzsimmons. Joey going to shoot the bull first. Only a 25. But that'll work. So Joey will start leg number 3. He's going to have to start getting something going, though. That's a good last. Good find there on dart 3.
And Fitz right after the 19s. That's going to be tough to work around. Proves to be the case.
Do you like the one flight of a different color than the other two?
No.
Or are you a set, like, I need it to be this color and...
You know what you know what color I use? White.
Black?
White.
Yeah.
I use white flights. I never use a black flight. I'll never use a dark flight, ever. The reason why?
Why?
Hard to see. Harder to see.
So you have bad eyesight.
No, I don't. I really don't. I do have bad eyes, but I always wear my contacts. So the thing about it
Yeah,
is
right.
I just want the
Same.
most thing I can see and pops the most. So I usually choose white because every once in a while I'll look at my flight to to throw a dart in there.
Seeing most people that throw black so that they can't see it. They don't want to see the flight.
Yep. And that's the truth. David made a good point here. He said most people that wear throw black don't want to see the flight. Exactly. So either one. Like I talked to Wes White, who's a big soft tip player. He says I can't throw white flights because it catches my eye every time he throws. So
I can see that.
interesting take, but it's just I found that white standard works for me.
And then on the reverse, I just don't care on what like color I throw with. Like it is not something that bothers me at all. I've thrown 3 different colored flights before. I've thrown with 2 of the same and 1 of different, which I always throw that dart last, which I think is the same thing for Jim. That purple flight there is always his last dart that he throws in. There are some players that play with 4 different
Darts.
4 different colored flights. Yeah, and 4 darts in their hand.
Steve Hilger.
Yep.
Ethan DeVerit, if you notice that, he actually uses he matches the Filipino flag.
Yep.
Good 7 mark there from Fitz. But yeah, he uses the blue, white, red, and yellow. Usually it's the white shaft.
I was going to say that's too many.
Well, like
That's Steve Hilger numbers.
I can tell
That's
you
Steve
that
Hilger. Steve Hilger does that. And then Ethan does the white shafts, blue, yellow, red flights.
Yep.
Well, Lynaugh.
Jim's looking not. Yep. Joey, of course, wins this leg because he has Jim right where he wants him. So now it's 2-1. If it gets to 2-2, anything can happen. Oh, that'll work. Joey says leave it.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Maybe he liked the lie. I didn't, but
No.
to each their own.
Well, Jim will go first here in this 4th leg.
Yep, 2-1. It is a 2-1 scoreline. Maria over Callie. Carolyn 2-1 over Paula Murphy.
Yeah. And Carolyn's throwing a 2.94 average right now.
Yep. And Maria Carley and Callie West 957, 936.
My goodness. I was wondering what was taking so long.
Oh my
That
word.
makes sense.
They're in a gruesome battle right now. Both throwing 3 pluses in that leg, 3-3 and a 3-2.
That is awesome.
Fitzy with a
Now
nice.
Callie's over 1,000 points.
Yeah, Fitzy with a nice close there. I don't know, maybe points would have been the better option there.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts him that much.
It doesn't hurt him.
Now just to close the 18 after you hit one single 20.
Yep.
He's cruising.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know.
I think the 20 would have been the better second dart.
I agree completely with you there. But whatever it is he's doing is working.
It's working.
Last start was just a bit outside for Joey.
And when you trip the 7 with a second, just stay on the 7. You already tripped it.
Yep. Good point there made. But Davey was sitting next to me. He says, when you trip the 17, why not just stay there and get more points? Too.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have used that. You could have used that to his advantage. But Joey, looking for the 16s.
And only a 2 mark on the 16s. And that's the other thing that Fitzsimmons is doing is it's forcing Joey to stay on one number. He is dictating what his opponent has to do. Is he staying up there? Yeah, he is. Big 7 mark on the 20s. He said, fine, I'll point you guys. And Joey with a 7-mark follow. 4 points, is it enough? It is enough for him to take the first stab at it. Uh-oh.
Door opener.
The purple guy didn't even help him out. Yep.
Door opener. But he's got to hit the triple.
He does.
With the last, but Joey trying to
Big
take out
darts.
those numbers. Yeah.
Must-win leg for Joey Lynaugh, down 2-1.
He's just forcing Jim to take just a second. And look at that close. Back to the 17s.
Great darts. So we have this match and then the finals of the ladies
Yes.
singles cricket, and that's all she wrote.
That is all she wrote. And it's cleanup time. You don't have to go through that one because you're at the comfort of your home in Indianapolis, but that's okay. That's okay, bud.
That is a nice bonus. I'm going to be honest with you.
It very much.
That
so.
being said, you don't want me to touch any of your equipment anyway, so
You're right.
I don't have to clean up either way.
Yep. You're right. 3 for the win.
Un más, por favor.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Joey just looking.
And Joey has
off
winning
into
darts.
Just looking off into the distance as he knows he's got match-winning darts or leg-winning darts. I should say match-winning darts.
Yep.
Okay.
He can't believe he gets this opportunity, and there's the great first start.
And you see Jim go.
2 17s.
What the heck?
There it is. Let's go to a last leg decider. Joey Lynaugh cleans it up in the last little bit, but let's go the distance.
And you can see.
I told you.
Jim was sitting there going like, well, what can you do?
Oh, Joey.
Joey elongated that too. He was like, oh,
Yeah.
all right.
He's like, that's what I'll do right there? Okay. Well, that one does go to Jim.
I was expecting maybe a little Jason Barlow there and just giving it to him. Just kidding.
You always got to hope. All right, so Fitzsimmons getting us started here in this last leg decider. This is for the title of this event.
Look at him go all the way over, Sean.
Yeah, and you went all the way over too.
Man, I had to. I was like, this guy's straight off the screen. I think he was actually
Great
touching.
5-mark follow.
I think he's actually touching the hockey next to it.
That is very possible.
Look at
Is
that.
there still an Aki next to it?
Oh, yeah. They haven't touched the 4 boards up here yet. I'm pretty sure they haven't touched the other row, too, because the ladies are playing on those. But
Okay.
most of the work here is done by the crew. They've F1 pit crewed this one.
Yep. That's how you got to do it.
Speaking of F1 pit crew, who else is waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning to watch the race in Vegas next week? Nobody.
No, thank you.
Stupidest race time ever invented. 12 a.m. Pacific.
Wait.
Get out of here.
Wait, so it's on at midnight?
That's when it starts. Pacific time
Is at midnight?
is at midnight. So it's perfect for
So,
UK.
like-
if you want to wake up at
Well,
6 a.m.
right. But
No,
does that
it'd
mean
be-
they're
it'd be
playing
8
night?
8 a.m. Yeah.
So they're doing night racing.
And it's supposed to be 40 degrees. It
In
could be
Vegas?
the coldest F1 race in history. Yep.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Isn't that funny? There you go. Fitzy, 18's big mark there. It'll allow him to possibly close the door. Just a single.
Oh, he attempted it.
Yep.
And Joey went for the close there on dart 3. Does not quite pull it off. Maria and Callie are 2-2 as well.
Wow. So big stuff. I believe Carolyn Mars actually came out on top of Paula Murphy.
She did. Yeah,
Wow.
3-1. A 3.09 average is pretty darn good.
And it's 40-0 Cali West, and they've got like 5 more closed. So complete different game now.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so funny how that happens.
Right.
Oh, and Fitzy was trying to find something bigger than that. Giving Joey an opportunity. Great close. Goes back to points. Beautifully done from Joey Lynaugh.
Yes, sir. Looking promising as he's got the 17s in his advantage. Can Fitzy hit a big 15? He can. Good shots for him. Barely puts him out in front, but Joey's going to quickly close, I think. Not so fast. Not so fast.
Well, if you think about it, Jim was 1 bowl away from winning the match. And right now he is a touch behind, but not anymore. That's a big first start on the 17. That is gutsy.
And he closes that 17. That is gutsy. My goodness. And he gets the 2-point advantage.
Yep. So now if you're Joey, you go bull first, and then close. Oh, Joe.
Stays right there.
Yeah,
Fitz.
because he's not happy with the first 2. Yep.
Fitz for the win.
Oh, that's perfect.
Wow.
And Jim Fitzsimmons is your champion.
I can't believe
Joey
it.
waves him forward. Go pull your darts before you shake my hand. That's great.
The guy
So there you go.
with a boot won today in
Yep.
singles cricket.